I'm not young, but we do have some young competitors here today. Along with the echo and me not pressing the right buttons. And god damn, everything's going off. Because this is the number one eFed, and I got the numbers to prove it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Undercard Season 10, Episode 3, Youthful Venture, the final season of the simulated action program that I run weekly. This is Episode 3, and that means today we will see 4 new competitors that have yet to be seen, competing for the very first time, getting their first showing here. A very interesting first match. It is Roman Reigns versus Gunther, a dream match in the WWE. It's going to happen here today alongside the main event number one contender match and some returning characters as well. Let's take a look at the card. Fire Pro is now available on the Switch, but don't switch the channel, even though we may switch things up here. It's Roman Reigns versus Gunther, looking for their first victory and a dream match to start off the show. Really exciting. Then we also have 2 Hall of Famers, Alundra Blayze versus Gail Kim, from returning seasons, coming back here in the final season to prove who is the best woman of all time. And then we've got Beer Money, Bobby Roode and James Storm versus the Nightmare Family, Dustin and Cody Rhodes in tag team action. And then some more women's action, previous losers from episode 1. It's Becky Lynch versus Supergirl, and Becky was obviously defeated by Shayna Baszler. Supergirl obviously was defeated by Awesome Kong, but they get to face each other to see which one can get a victory. Then we've also got John Cena versus Orange Cassidy. Interesting matchup there. We'll see how that one goes. Big expectations for both of them. And following that, we have JBL versus Rey Mysterio in the final showing of who else is on our roster. John Bradshaw Layfield, one of the longest running WWE champions of all time, great hardcore champion, multiple time tag team champion here in the season of Greatest Champions against arguably the greatest cruiserweight of all time, Rey Mysterio. And then in our main event, it's Okada versus MJF, the Youthful Venture. 2 young guys going at it. Okada had a impressive sweep over AJ Styles. He completely squash matched to start things off. Let's go to Roman Reigns versus Gunther. And of course, that main event is number one contender. Fight! Starting it off. I try to rush those intros, and it always takes me longer than I can, which I hope doesn't hurt the viewership. But you guys got to stick around and watch the match, because this one is going to be absolutely crazy. It's the Tribal Chief, one of the longest reigning champions of all time versus the longest reigning intercontinental champion of all time, Gunther, the Ring General, going toe-to-toe with the Tribal Chief, and there's a hip toss. Both of these guys with so much power behind everything they do, and you don't want to get into a striking match with Gunther. And there's a big boot, got blocked by Roman. Roman dancing around, hitting him in the face. Nothing to wake you up like a big strike to the mouth, a big punch to the mush, and a stomp to the back there by Gunther. Big and brawny, and look at the strength of Gunther with the German suplex. Roman recovered really quickly. I think the danger here for Gunther is that Roman Reigns has a lot of endurance, and this is his first time in the undercard. Showing off both of these guys for the first, and I guess technically the last time. This is the final season. For anyone that thinks I'm joking, no, I'm serious. I'm putting an end to this crap. I got other things I want to do. But it's been a wild ride so far. We had some great matches in episode 1 and 2, and I'm hoping to have great matches here today and going forward for the rest of the season. Big things planned, so stay tuned. There's going to be huge premium live events, and almost every match in this season is a dream match, just based on who we have on the roster. It's the season of the greatest champions, and obviously Gunther slapping the chest of Roman Reigns. Those chops will take the wind right out of you. And there's a European uppercut by Roman. The Tribal Chief stomping on the Ring General right now. Referee Charles Robinson for the final season is here, and he's got to get in position to watch for this submission. Boston Crab locked in, sunk it in deep. That'll hurt your lower back. That'll slow things down. Gunther trying to space in, trying to close into Roman, and Roman trying to keep him at bay here in the corner. Uh-oh, we're going up high. Big damage coming. Top rope superplex landing right on the canvas. That would require a shitload of editing. And I can't afford that, so no. I would love to do that. I would love to go back and show off the best matches of all time. Like, literally, it's just not a feasible thing that I can afford to do. Like, I have them all. They're all on the YouTube. So if you just want to search up the Undercard on YouTube, you can use a hashtag and it'll show up there for you. Or you can just go to my channel directly and watch all the episodes. I ain't putting that together. You know how much that... Do you have any idea how much time that would take and how much money that would cost? Do you know? Listen, we can barely afford to run the show as it is. You know how much money it cost me to put these people on the show? I got a budget here. Oh, Boston Crab, this time applied by Roman Reigns. This is all simulated action. I am not in control of anything except for the match commentary and the booking. Oh, German suplex turned him upside down. Holy shit. Roman got up hurt. I think that's a sign of weakness from the Tribal Chief that you don't see too often. Usually this guy is invincible and unbeatable, and there's a pair of boots to the face of the Ring General. Gunther getting suplexed now. Still inside the ring, trying to drag him away from the ropes. Hooking the leg, sinking the count. 1, 2, and there's a kick out by Gunther. Tosses him outside of the ring, and he's going to chase him on the outside. I disagree with this by Roman. I think he should have taken time out because the punishment of Gunther. Oh, and a huge slap. I could hear that one up in the bleachers. Woo! The nosebleeds are shaking. The earth is quaking, and he's just chopping away at the Tribal Chief, tearing apart the flesh of that Samoan. And there's a Uranagi desperation attack by Roman Reigns, trying to get back into this one. First match, and this is a dream match to kick off Episode 3 here. This is the Undercard, Season 10, Episode 3, Youthful Venture. Uh-oh. Powerbomb position. Oh, no. Golden Bomb sent him down. A finisher by Gunther, and he got it! Gunther! Wow. I really expected Roman to kick out there. This is going to shake things up. Oh, it only took one. I think Roman took too much damage too quickly, and I really surprised by the lack of a kick out there. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. Going into another dream match here. It's Alundra Blayze versus Gail Kim, two of the greatest women of all time, in my opinion. Alundra Blayze changed the industry when she put that belt in the trash can, and in my opinion, Gail Kim changed the industry with her rivalry of Awesome Kong. And yes, Awesome Kong is still our undefeated women's champion here, but we'll have to wait till next week to see if that dream match can come to fruition. But first, we have to see Alundra Blayze versus Gail Kim.
Fight!
Oh, going for the clothesline off the bell, and Gail Kim kicking her down low, elbow to the back by Alundra Blayze. Alundra Blayze with a lot of strength behind everything she does, and we've seen her before in a previous season. Test of strength there did not work out. Gail Kim trying to step away, going for the snapmare. And first time seeing them this season. And this is the final season of the Undercard, so you gotta make these count. You're only gonna get so many chances, and there's a big slap to the face. Chasing around the ring, into position, half hook. Tosses her over. Gail Kim competed in Season 6 alongside fellow roster member We Fit Trainer, who's also here and competed last week, and going up against Alundra Blayze from Season 7. It's always nice to see two top-level women going at it, working on the arm. Gail Kim, obviously, with an expertise in submissions, but she's also super fast. You want to talk about somebody that's just got that level of perfection. It is Gail Kim, and I'm not just talking about her looks. She's also got the skills to back it up. Everything she does is just exactly the way it should be done, and oh my god, there's a chair to the face of Alundra Blayze. We haven't seen that since Season 6 or Season 7, whatever. Either way, good god, rollover, and there's a drop kick by Alundra Blayze. Hall of Famers going out of here, toe to toe. It doesn't matter where it came from, it matters where it landed, and right in the face of Gail Kim is where that chair was sent to. From behind now. Oh, missed the spear. And paid for it. You can't make those type of mistakes against somebody the caliber of Alundra Blayze. Northern Lights, look at the bridge. These big suplexes from Alundra Blayze are game changers, and she's going to do it back to back now. Charles Robinson down with the 2 count. 2.9 Fire Pro. The classic Fire Pro 2.9. We get to see it here. Face first, down goes Gail Kim, former TNA champion, former Undercard Women's champion. Hits the spear. Didn't really have too much of an effect on Alundra. Tossed her down to the mat and almost again got the win there early. Clothesline, upside down you go. Gail Kim catches her with an elbow. From behind, back and forth, and back and forth. And again, the counter. Technical reversal. Oh, and a Rainmaker! Shades of Okada, who will be in the main event here today. It's Okada versus MJF, #1 contender. Winner will face Godzilla next week. And there's a powerbomb kick out. That's how you do it, Roman. Somebody better text Roman, are you okay, bro? Northern Lights, bridging.
1, 2.
And that bridge does add a lot of levity. It's all about the physique. It's all about the physics. And a stunned Gail Kim getting drop kicked there. Uh-oh, stolen finisher! Eat the feet! We haven't seen a stolen finisher yet this season, I don't think. And there was another kick out by Gail, kicking out of her own finisher. That's a message being sent by Alundra Blayze. She doesn't want to just beat you. She kind of wants to embarrass you. Alundra Blayze, famous for that mean streak. And you might not like her, but you damn well better respect her, because look at this bridge. Popping those hips to the sky and making it impossible for Gail Kim to kick out there. A win for Alundra Blayze, and we might see Alundra versus Awesome Kong next week. and the crazy theme song. We got the crazy theme songs and everything. And now we go back to some competitors we've seen before, but they have to compete since both of these teams were unsuccessful in the first 2 episodes. They get a chance here to get their first victory of Season 10. It is Beer Money versus the Nightmare Family, Bobby Roode and James Storm versus Dustin and Cody Rhodes. My father said when I was younger. Whatever happened to Bobby Roode? I don't know what happened to Bobby Roode. I guess he's just not on TV anymore. Oh, ref bump! We had a stolen finisher in the last match, and we just got a ref bump in the first 30 seconds of this match. Tag team action continues here. Whether or not the referee is going to come back, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I love it. Hey, we're 1 away from the trifecta already? All we need now is a botch. And I think the likelihood of getting a botch here is good. If we get a trifecta on this episode, oh my god. Uh-oh. Double move. Oh, the bridge crusher. Beer Money in the red. Working together and now dressing alike. Is we've talked about this before. It's just a tag team that communicates on a different level. But Dustin and Cody, obviously real life brothers, have that relationship that you just can't compete with. You can't break apart family. They're blood. It's different. Oh, looking for that hip check, but got punished there by the enziguri kick to the ear. James Storm, the cowboy, with a turning neck breaker, and now toe-to-toe test of strength. And Dustin underrated on the power scale. You know, Dustin Rhodes, the natural, quick, and you want to talk about moves that are delivered perfectly. Dustin Rhodes has one of the best power slams in the business. I don't really see there might be a short list of people that compete with him. You know, a lot of people say Randy Orton. But, hey, Dustin's got one of the best power slams. And we might see it here today. Backdrop in the corner of Beer Money. Former TNA Tag Team Champions. This is the season of the Greatest Champions. And, of course, from previous seasons as well. Beer Money from Season 4. Nightmare Family from Season 6. And there's a tag to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. With the 3D. Using that cutter. He likes that cutter. Some people say he stole the cutter from Will Ospreay, but you know what? If anything, that's a compliment. And there's the bridge cutter double move, leg drop, following it up. Cody's got to get out of this corner. Got to stop getting hit by these big moves from Beer Money. Or else this one's going to end early. That would be a sad story told by the American Nightmare. Cowboy gets struck down. Was going to go off the ropes, changed his mind. Suplex, slipped out of it. Caught by an elbow and a super kick. Cody with some big jabs. And there's the last call. James Storm has a more dangerous super kick than Cody. Uses it as a finisher. Package pile driver in the center of the ring. And now the Nightmare. Dustin Rhodes with the hip check. Using his whole ass as a weapon. And there's a tag to Bobby Roode. He is the money of Beer Money. Fisherman. Suplex. Kick at it too. Oh, right to the gonads. Ding dong. The bank is closed. Face first into the turnbuckle, and this is where Beer Money succeeds. This is where their playground is, in their own corner. Double knees from the top. This is the last place any team wants to be. Hello. We've got a Kimura locked in, but there's a rope break, and I believe referee Charles Robinson is busted open right now. Welcome to this craziness that is the undercard. Our referee is bleeding. That's how you know things are going wacky. Things are already going off the rails. Third match of the show, 3D from the Nightmare family. And follow up into a submission. Interesting strategy there by Cody. Instead of going for a cover, went for a submission, maybe just to wear down his opponent. And now a super kick and a little Hulk Hogan taunt. Hulk Hogan not here this week.
10 minutes gone.
You can't tell if this match would be amazing or not. Well, it might be. You have to still watch. I think Beer Money versus Nightmare Family would be a great match. If they're in their prime. I mean, if Prime Beer Money is probably one of the best tag teams in the world. And that's why they're here this season of the greatest champions. And down low goes Cody Rhodes. Figure 4. Again, it's locked in. Not a lot of room to escape, but he rolls out of it. And now to the shoulder goes the arm of Cody Rhodes. Wearing down that arm, looking for that Fujiwara. Tag to his older brother, chasing him to the corner. And now we're going to see double action. Bulldog on one side and a chop to the chest on the other. And now James Storm, the cowboy, getting uppercutted. And there's the last call. Didn't go for a cover again and paid for it, man. These little mistakes today. Oh, down you go. The final call. And a tag. Last call, final cut. What the fuck? Glorious. 1, 2. What would I say is prime Gold Dust? I mean, Attitude Era Gold Dust. I guess like 1999. Later run, like him, probably him and Booker as a team when he was doing really good comedy stuff and like feuding with The Rock. Stuff like that. It's probably the best Goldust stuff. Those were his best matches too. Like his character was full out. And there's the win! Almost out of nowhere. Cody just with a quick cover, and Bobby Roode could not get there. First win of the season for the Nightmare family. Just a simple pinfall. Partner was not in position to save him. And a shorter tag match this week. Usually they go twice as long as that. And now we have some more women in action. Unsuccessful in episode 1 and 2 were Becky Lynch and Supergirl. But they have to face each other here where anything can and will happen in the world of wrestling and the undercard. Becky Lynch, the man, with another chance to prove herself. And whoa, moonsaulting. That's the athleticism, the super speed, the super strength of Supergirl. And she just stomped on the man. How do you compete with a superhero is a question we've asked multiple times throughout the seasons. Whenever we have, a fictional character like this up here, we're like, how's that fair? Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, Supergirl lost to Awesome Kong, so maybe she's not as great as she was when she first competed here in Season 5. Becky Lynch, of course, first appeared in Season 3. Before we even had a Women's Championship. We just had the Junior Weight Championship, and Becky Lynch was a junior weight champion. And of course, she's the current SmackDown Women's Champion as of this episode, right now. And this is the season of Greatest Champions, so I think Becky Lynch, if anything, has to prove herself here. With a big victory would do a lot, because the rankings do matter, believe it or not. We do have a ranking system, and they're currently 0-1, and that's not going to do a lot for you, but you get that 1 in the W column, then you start moving up the ranks. You might get another title shot, but our current champion is Awesome Kong, and she is undefeated. Yeah, she's a different kind of animal, for sure. And it's been a problem for 2 seasons. Last season, she was completely undefeated. So far, she is 2-0. Her record got reset, but she has still not lost, and that is a problem for every other lady on the roster. But right now, Becky Lynch is getting flapjacked, sent up into space, and came down like a crater. Shaken up a bit from behind, Saito into the corner. Becky with that resiliency, that never say die attitude, just getting elbowed into the corner though. Gets the elbow to the arm. Got to do anything you can to slow down Supergirl, but her only weakness seems to be kryptonite. Going up high, diving headbutt collides, and I think she got all of that one, but they both recovered at the same time. Jumping headbutt there from Becky Lynch, the Irish last kicker going off the ropes. Here comes the quick leg drop. Usually she follows it up with a second one, but Supergirl got back to her feet, elbow to the back, dragging her away from the ropes. This is a different level of competition this season. The most stacked roster we've ever had, the final season of the Undercard. We're going all out, brainbuster. Moonsault cover, referee back in position. He's not bleeding anymore. We got him some medical attention, I guess. We do have some sort of clinic backstage. Oh, drop kick to the side of the head. The golden locks, and there's the stunner. Shotgun style stunner to Supergirl. Got her wobbly. You got to take advantage there. Oh no! Vertebreaker. Oh, down to the mat, and a big kick out there by Becky Lynch off of the finish. Punches to the gut. 1 Vertibomb away. 1 second away, maybe. Going for the Krypton bomb, and she hits it to the back of Becky Lynch, and this one could be over here. 1, 2, no. There's the resiliency. Oh, stolen finisher again. Oh, that time she stole the signature, but either way, a stolen move here in episode 3.
Come on.
We love to see it. Backslide, but the rope break. Bad position for Becky. Why steal someone's signature when you can steal their finisher? I don't... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the AI is doing here. The CPU is all confused, but the Vertibomb hits, and Becky Lynch is over. She's gone. She's going home. And Supergirl just shrugged and said, "You made it too easy." Wow, oh wow. Well, this episode's going pretty quick, guys. This could be a shorter episode. I mean, that first match was like 8 minutes, and the tag match was like 14 minutes in game time, which is a little bit, escalated. But still, next up, we've got a really interesting matchup. It's John Cena versus Orange Cassidy. Somebody that doesn't take him too seriously versus somebody that I feel the fans don't take serious enough. So, John Cena lost to Hulk Hogan in the first episode and is back looking for a much-needed victory. And Orange Cassidy, obviously close, but no cigar as he lost to Jay Lethal. So now, both 0-1, looking for their first victory here early in the season.
Fight!
It is the GOAT versus the guy that says, whatever. A no-care attitude and just a smack to the face of John Cena. Knee to the gut. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Drop down, toe hold, Hurricanrana from Orange Cassidy. Always wearing the sunglasses. They never come off. You don't want them to come off. And you don't want his hands to go in his pockets. Trust me, it will be bad for you. Scoop slam. John Cena's going to stay in the ring. Don't want to get into trouble early. Whips him back into the corner. Just trying to feel each other out. Much different styles here. Obviously, John Cena. Oh no. The Doom kicks. Versus the 5 moves of Doom. Who's going to win this match? I don't even know if John Cena knew what just happened to him. Oh, and a Hurricanrana from John Cena. He can do it too. A Cena-rana, if you will. And a gut wrench into the corner. I was saying something and I got distracted by what was happening. But obviously, Orange Cassidy was drafted because he is one of the best AEW Continental Champions of all time. He had like 38 defenses in less than 30 days or something insane like that. He was doing title matches while other champions were at home watching the show. And if you want to talk about a workhorse champion, you got to talk about John Cena. He had a whole 10-year run, pretty much, where he was like the #1 guy in WWE. And that takes a lot of effort. And he was also one of the greatest United States champions. Used to do a weekly open challenge. And now here in the undercard, hoping to become undercard champion. But there's a lot of tough competition. It's not just guys like this that work really hard. It's Hall of Famers, former champions. It's some of the greatest wrestlers of all time are here, all competing for one prize that is currently held by the King of Monsters, Godzilla. And there's a Boston crowd from the man. It says sometimes he's from Boston, but technically it's West Newbury. This is like an hour difference on the drive. I've done that drive multiple times. The truth is, if you're from anywhere, sometimes I say I'm from Boston just to explain where I'm from. If you're anywhere north of Manchester, you get to say you're from Boston. Those are the rules in New England. It's funny because it's true. There's only 3 parts of Massachusetts: Boston, Western Mass, and Cape Cod. And if you're from anywhere else, you're lying to yourself. Hurricanrana on the outside, Orange Cassidy. Oh, just broke his balls in half. Uh-oh, attitude adjustment! Oh, no! Finisher on the outside, and John Cena's really excited about that one. And the fans are getting a treat here. 5-knuckle glitch on the outside, STF. John Cena's doing all his finishers, but that submission's not going to count on the outside, but it will drain away the health of Orange Cassidy. And Cassidy thrown back into the ring. A lot of damage taken there. How's he going to come back against the comeback kid, John Cena? If anybody's a comeback artist, it is John Cena. He kicks out of everything. And that's a problem for Orange Cassidy, who doesn't have a whole lot of big moves in his arsenal. But down to the knees. Wait a minute. Now dragging Cena into position. Looking for a nice stretch there. Kicked out of it. 9 minutes into the match, and an STF is locked in. Will Orange Cassidy tap out?
Give up.
Not yet. Elbow down. John Cena with the taunt. Trying to get the crowd behind him here. Emerald Explosion.
Ready, go!
Ready, go into the STF.
10 minutes gone.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Fisherman Buster. John Cena. Oh, no, 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 no. Lightning Punch! That's the secret fifth move of Doom. And they just got knocked down. He just ran into the brick wall that is the muscular John Cena, and the sunset flip. Cena pulling out all the stops here. And almost got the win. Orange Cassidy has to hit back. Slamming down Cena. This is where Orange Cassidy has to dig down deep and prove himself to everybody. And down low with the dropkick. Smart move by Cassidy to take out the legs of the larger competitor. And a strike battle between the two. The wristbands versus the sunglasses, and a spinning kick to the face of the greatest of all time. Some people call him that. I don't think he is, but if he wins the season, who's going to argue with that? Oh! Hanging up upside down and just punching him right in the no-no zone. Blocked punch. Struck down. And John Cena with the implant DDT. Cassidy up quick. Ran into it again. Back to back. And this one, I think, is going to be over here. Yes, one more STF is all it took. And John Cena ran away with that one. I recently watched The Marine. It's a movie. That's all I'm going to say. It's a movie that exists. I feel like I might have mentioned that last episode, but John Cena wasn't on the last episode. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, the hot girl from Nip Tuck is in it, so that's cool. We have the last two debuts. John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, the world's largest athlete, and by that I mean asshole. Let's be realistic here. JBL is an asshole, but I love him, man. I can't get enough JBL. I'm really excited to have him here finally in the undercard versus somebody that I've seen in real life. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, I think we can just say it at this point, is the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Multiple time champion. And so these two competing for the first time against each other. And also, interestingly enough, I believe this match here is the first actual WrestleMania rematch. This match happened at a WrestleMania. JBL versus Rey Mysterio happened at a WrestleMania, and it was like a squash match, and Rey Mysterio won in like 10 seconds or something. But still, I don't think we've ever had a WrestleMania match on the show. So that's really cool that we're finally getting that to happen here on the Undercard Season 10, Episode 3, Youthful Venture.
Fight!
Rey Mysterio, a man of many masks, here in the black and yellow. And JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, is a tough SOB. He started his career in the hardcore scene, using weapons and getting in street fights with his partner Farouk, the APA, one of the greatest tag teams. JBL's had a long history of title runs and is looking for one more, obviously. Both competing in the undercard division. That would mean Rey Mysterio, one of the smallest competitors to ever go for that title. A poke to the eyes, and oh my goodness, the clothesline from hell was coming, and Rey Mysterio just barely stepped away from it, kicking him out of the corner, and here comes the speed. Rey Mysterio, one of the fastest wrestlers, has to be a 10 overall in the speed category on his stats. Poke to the eyes. You do not want JBL running off the ropes at you. If that clothesline hits, this match is over. It is the most dangerous clothesline in all of wrestling, the clothesline from hell. That'll take Rey Mysterio's head off, and somebody in the crowd will get a free mask, I guess. It's like, good God, it'll take your head off. Twisting down, Mysterio with a senton, using his whole body as a weapon there. I think, obviously, size versus speed is one of the oldest stories in the book when it comes to professional wrestling, but this is the ultimate underdog. This is Rey Mysterio, Mr. 619 himself. Jawbreaker takes down JBL, puts him in perfect position for that dropkick, and look at the lightning speed of Rey Mysterio. It's always amazing to see Rey Mysterio compete in a wrestling ring. If you want to see some cool luchador action, you guys need to be watching Rey Mysterio clips. It's crazy. This guy's been wrestling since he was 15 years old, through Mexico City and the San Diego region. Born in America, but brought up in a family that lived and breathed that luchador style. And he's competed against some of the greatest luchadors of all time, but now he's going up against a super heavyweight. There's JBL with a reversal. 2 count. Mysterio getting poked in the eyes, and here comes Bradshaw. No! Clothesline from hell. 1, 2, and Rey Mysterio somehow got the shoulder up there. DDT, kip up. Nobody likes Bradshaw because he's a bully. And Rey Mysterio certainly doesn't like bullies. Whoa, drop of the dime. From the top, JBL was in the perfect position for that to connect, and now a snapmare kick to the ass. Fall-away slam signature move there by Bradshaw, puts up the horns from the state of Texas. This guy is a big rancher, and he took all his money that he got from ranching and farming and took it down to Wall Street and then invested and became a multi-millionaire. That's not even a gimmick. That's actually true. JBL is a millionaire, and he brags about it, and he shoves his money in people's faces, and he's just really unlikable for a multitude of reasons, but you cannot argue that JBL is one of the greatest champions of all time, and there's a back suplex and just turned Rey Mysterio inside out there. Russian leg sweep. A WrestleMania rematch here. This match has gone longer than that one. Fall away slam, trying to toss Rey Mysterio outside of the ring, but he didn't manage to do that there. Striking away. Here comes Mysterio ducking under. Cross body. He was looking for that. Didn't get it. Spinning neck breaker. Both of these guys with a really interesting connection to Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace. Thought I had to mention that. It's really cool to look back at the history of wrestling and then to see where these performers have been and where they are going now. JBL, obviously, just simply a commentator, retired, but still competing here in the undercard. Sunset flip, everything is canon! Everything's connected! And there's a 2.9. Oh, and speaking of Eddie Guerrero, Viva la Mexico, there's the three amigos. Is he going to go up top? No, he's going to follow it up with something else. Full speed ahead. Running Hurricanrana. And there's another one this time. Shoulders are down. Oh, JBL just barely escaped in another roll-up. Rey Mysterio trying to put this one away. Hey, we got a match going here. Strike battle. Chops versus strikes, and JBL is a big boy. Swinging haymakers. Oh, clothesline. Did he get all of it, though? Oh, and another. Did he get all of that one? Just rolling his body weight onto Rey Mysterio. 2.9. Rey trying to get the crowd behind him, and I gotta say the audience is very loud right now. Cover. No, kick out Rey. Awkward finish. Damn it. I hate that. Is that Mexican music for JBL? That's kind of funny. I didn't even do that on purpose. He would do that, though. He would cue a mariachi band to come out here and celebrate his win over Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that was just an awkward finish, but either way, JBL gets the point. And we'll hopefully see him again soon. But we'll have to wait to see what happens with all these competitors, because before we get into the main event, just a quick reminder that every other episode is a premium live event where the titles are on the line. So that means next week, all the titles are on the line, and that includes the Undercard Championship that everybody's trying to get. Godzilla will defend against the winner of this main event, number one contender. It is Kazuchika Okada versus MJF, an AEW homegrown match here in the undercard. It is Okada versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. Here we go. Okada on the left, MJF on the right, and starting things off with a suplex reversal. Do not count MJ out on any of these matches, man. MJF, I've always said this, has so much talent beyond his years, and there's an example right there, headlock takeover. You got to be impressed by this kid. You just have to be. You might not like the way he goes about things and being, having that big ego, but he backs it up. Not a lot of guys can talk shit and back it up, and I think MJF is a great example of someone who can do both. He's the best on the mic and one of the best in the ring, and he's going up against one of the greatest IWJP champions, one of the greatest New Japan Pro champions. Okada, current openweight champion, is that what he is? Oh, spear! Off the ropes! Quick cover, not even a one count. That counter almost came out of nowhere, caught Okada off guard. And a snapmare, and the MJF is working his ass off right now. He's going overtime. Getting quick with it, boy. Working on the arm, looking for that salt of the earth maybe early. Blocking the slap from Okada. The Rainmaker knocked down. Okada, arguably one of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time with those elbow strikes. But he got knocked down there again. MJF looking really good early on. Uppercut. They both struck at the same time, both missed. And Okada's got to get his game plan going here. Into the corner. We're looking for a botch to complete the trifecta. stolen finisher, ref bump, and a botch. That is the trifecta. It's a very rare thing to happen all in one show, but it has happened on a few episodes. We always get so close. Suplex. Okada in the center. Snapmare. Taking down MJF quickly. Looking for the boot. Didn't connect. And this match should be more in MJF's wheelhouse. This is no disqualification. I mean, there's no countouts, no rules here except for rope break, and that benefits MJF, who likes to cheat and play dirty, and we encourage that here on the show. Okada getting poked in the eyes, elbow, and it didn't matter. Got him with an arm drag. This has been a shorter episode of the show, but hopefully this match goes the distance. Off the ropes, colliding into each other, and from behind. Not truly a botch there, just a misstep and an elbow connecting, and now MJF gonna punish him. Knees into the canvas. Shoulder check. STF by Okada. He saw that John Cena match and he was like, hey, I should probably do that. Number one contender here. This would be Heavy Rain. This would be really interesting if Okada wins this match, because then we've got a Touchdown in Tokyo showdown of Okada versus Godzilla. That'd be crazy. Face first, though. And it looks like... Oh, ref bump again! Ref bump X2. Hell yeah. Poor Charles Robinson. Here in the season of Greatest Champions, getting knocked down. And of course, Okada, like I mentioned, a multiple-time champion in Japan and currently a champion in AEW, and MJF, former AEW champion, and now the money clip. Is he going to turn it into something, though? Because he usually transitions it, that time into a backbreaker, and then a German, wait a minute, endless, into a sleeper hold. Okada with these transitions that are so dangerous. You don't know what's coming next. I didn't know what was coming next, and certainly MJF unprepared for that sleeper hold, and now a Heavy Rain into the corner. A lot of damage quickly dealt by Okada, getting back into this match. No, upside down, tombstone! Dropped him on the dome, hook of the leg, sunk it in deep, and Charles Robinson bleeding again. Good God, I love wrestling. So crazy. No. Big boot. And there's the Rainmaker by Okada. But he's not done yet. He knows he didn't get all of it, and that's not going to be enough to finish the match. And now MJF getting the crowd behind him, taunting. Playing a game of cat and mouse. Okada back into the ring. Kazuchika Okada getting elbowed down here. MJF taunting again. The crowd has been very loud this episode. Rolling elbow. Might have connected with the upper shoulder there. Returning the favor with a tombstone of his own. Put a little spin on it. From behind. Salt of the earth. Salt of the earth. I think he was looking for the Rainmaker, and he got countered into MJF's submission. That Fujiwara armbar, the Salt of the Earth, and now the Heat Seeker! This is how he beat Booker T last time we saw him, in a very impressive match. And this would be a huge win. This is the biggest win of MJF's career if he gets it. Skull Crasher. And of course, Okada earned this match by squashing AJ Styles, and a shotgun dropkick sent him a mile in the air. Holy fuck. Did you see how far MJF just got sent, dude? He got yeeted. Oh my god. Okada! Big boot to the back of the head. 15 minutes gone in this main event. Oh my god, that dropkick was bananas. And Okada's got some of the most dangerous and perfectly executed dropkicks in the business. Going up top, looking for that senton, and he did get all of it, but he's now feeling the effects of it too. That took something out of him, and now MJF with a combo of strikes. Fuck you. Kicks him in the balls. Tackled down, desperation reversal by Okada. Center of the ring. Oh, the eye rake. MJF doesn't care. Oh, rolling elbow. Didn't get it. Okada was dizzy. No, no, no! Tombstone. Okada's fired up, but MJF is striking away. And good God, what a main event we have right now. Tombstone this time from MJF. He was going to go for a cover, and Okada's Tombstone! What is happening? What the fuck is going on? That was a crazy situation we just witnessed, and Okada turned it around at the last moment with a tombstone of his own there, and he gets the win. We will see the touchdown in Tokyo, Okada versus Godzilla next week. That's crazy. That's very crazy. Let's do a quick recap of today. Roman Reigns versus Gunther. The question has been answered, and Gunther with a really surprising victory. Not the fact that he won, but how he won. He hit one powerbomb and it was over, and I was really expecting Roman to kick out there, and he just didn't. I don't know what happened. We might have to do a concussion check on Roman Reigns or something backstage. Alundra Blayze got a big victory over Gail Kim. I believe it'll be Alundra Blayze versus Awesome Kong next week. The Nightmare Family victorious here over Beer Money, but for the Tag Team Championship next week, I believe it's Sabretooth and Zombie Warrior versus Team Halloween. Becky got defeated by Supergirl. Supergirl up 1. John Cena versus Orange Cassidy, and John Cena gets his first victory of season 10. He's 1-1, and now Orange Cassidy falls to 0-2. JBL with a controversial win over Rey Mysterio, but it doesn't matter how you win. It's just getting that 3-count submission or critical knockout that matters. So JBL got the point, even though it was an awkward finish. And of course, in our main event, Okada barely squeaked that one away. But that was a great match and is officially #1 contender. So tune in next week for episode 4. All the titles will be on the line. And I'm sure we'll have some great matches as well. Really appreciate the support, and the stream is only growing, guys. I got the numbers to prove it, that I'm only going up. We're on the uptrend. A star wrestler, Abaddon, left AEW. Get wrecked for them. But you got a clip? Was it of the dropkick? That dropkick was crazy. I don't even know what was going on. He got sent like halfway across the goddamn planet, dude. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for episode 4. Have a good one.